Hey everybody! I'm here today to show you 3 ways to cut a cantaloupe. This will be a simple cutting fruit tutorial in which I will be showing you 3 different ways that you can cut a cantaloupe just like this. Now this cantaloupe in some parts is overripe, okay? So obviously it's not the best cantaloupe to cut, but I'm going to show you the methods for cutting it. Because instead of wasting a lot of it, I figured I might as well make a video out of it and sort of salvage what I can. So first of all, before I show you the 3 ways, we're going to cut this cantaloupe in half. Whenever you cut a cantaloupe in half, some people like to slice it this way, but I like to slice it this way, in between both of the ends. So just get your knife. What I like to do is I just make an indent like that, so that my knife can get a nice cutting zone. Then I take my knife and I just cut through it nicely like this on one side. I'm going to turn it around and do the same thing on the other side, just like that. Now, as you can see, like I said, not the best cantaloupe to cut because of the overripeness in some spots, but a lot of it is still salvageable. We'll see how it is when I actually cut it up. But regardless, I'm showing you the methods for cutting a cantaloupe, not, how to have the best cantaloupe to eat. Okay, so the first one is actually slicing it into flat circles, okay, with the center removed. So for this, what we're going to do is we're actually going to cut circles this way. So I'm going to use 1/2 as an example, okay? So I'm going to cut flat circles like this. So I want to get nice flat circles like this. Once again, because I have rather dull knives, okay, I always like to just get a nice indent like that. And then we're just going to cut a nice flat circle. Try and keep your knife as straight as you can when you're doing this, because it's going to make it a whole lot easier. Okay, so when you've cut a circle like that, and yeah, this cantaloupe is not going to get eaten. It's really not in great condition. But when you cut a circle like that, we want to do 2 things. The first thing that we want to do is we want to remove the center. Okay, so we're going to take our knife. What I like to do is just go around like this. Makes it nice and easy to remove the center just like that. I always rotate the actual cantaloupe just like that. Cut the center out like that. Place it to the side. Okay, and then we want to remove the outside, the skin, because you're not going to serve cantaloupe like this. So you have a few options for this. What I like to do is I like to place the cantaloupe like this, get my knife, bring it through like this, and I just sort of start working my way across. Now, like I said, this cantaloupe is definitely not edible, not at all. But what I like to do is just go like this. And usually if the cantaloupe was not overly ripe, it would end up being like this in a full circle. It wouldn't have come apart like that. And you end up with these nice little serving size circles that people can grab and sort of cut up themselves. That's the first way. So you want to basically slice a flat piece of it from the half, and then you want to cut out the center and then cut out the skin. That's what it's going to look like. That's the first way. Okay. The second way is actually going to be to slice it into grabbable slices where people can grab them and eat them and cut off the skin. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take this and we're actually going to slice it into various slices. So I'm going to start in the middle. Okay, we're going to cut right across the middle. It is a little too soft, this cantaloupe, because it's overly ripe. So I mean, regularly it would be a lot firmer to cut. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this right here and we're going to cut it into slices. So I'm going to just get it, and now we have a quarter here. We want to sort of angle it so that we're going to be ending up on this line right here. Almost, if you can imagine like a rainbow, we're cutting it like a rainbow like this, just like that. So I'll just cut one slice, but you could do many slices. Okay, when you've cut your slice like that, what you want to do is cut out the inside, just like this. Okay. Like I said, if this wasn't overly ripe, it would be a lot more firm. But yeah, it's just coming off really easily. And then you want to cut off your skin just like this. So what I'm going to do is just go like that, cut off the skin. You want to keep it relatively tight to the skin. Okay, just makes it nice and easy, just like that. All right, like I said, this looks, I'm not going to eat this. This is not edible. But I figured that I would show you how to cut it. So next we're going to have these slices that would look almost like boats. They stand upright. You can place them in whichever way you want. And then last but not least is cubing the cantaloupe. And I'll show you how we're going to cut the cantaloupe into cubes. Instead of going across, because that leaves a nice thin edge, we're going to just cut straight down. We want flat pieces, but you want them to be nice and chunky. You don't want thin ones like we did over there. You want these chunky pieces. So I'm going to get this knife over here, just like that. It's very, very spongy, very, very spongy. Okay? Not ideal, okay, for cutting. So we're going to get something about this thickness right here, quite a bit thicker than what I've shown you already. And what we're going to do is cut out the inside. You can sort of box cut this like this, just like that. Okay, then we're going to get rid of the skin, once again. So to get rid of the skin, just slice it like this. Usually I would be able to get a lot closer to the skin, but it's way too spongy, so I can't do it, and obviously I want to be careful with my knife. And then what we're going to do now is you can take this and you can slice this in half, like so you can do cubes this size, for instance, like that, okay? Just as one example, cubes that size, or you don't have to slice it in half and you can just slice it like this and get cubes that size right there. And these are great for giving people forks. If you want to put these in a fruit tray, you can give people forks and just allow them to sort of pick them up like that. So that's it. Those are 3 ways to cut a cantaloupe, a simple fruit cutting tutorial. I apologize about the cantaloupe looking kind of gross. It's definitely not edible. I wasn't sure before I cut it. It felt okay, but it's definitely not edible. But I figured rather than just throw it out and waste the cantaloupe, at least now it had some use in the household. That's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.